Hi everyone, we choose one poverty for our video to the ODS. My group is Angela Parrales, Nicole Rodriguez, and me, Valentina Mindiola. Globally, the number of people living in increased poverty declined from 37% in 1990 to 10% in 2015. But the pace of change is declining, and the COVID-19 risk reserving decades of progress. In the fight against poverty, now research published by the UNU World Institute for Development Economics Research that warns that economic fallout from the global pandemic could increase global poverty by as a half a billion people, or 8% that the human population. This will be the first time that poverty has increased globally in 30 years since 1990.
The way they are helping to meet the ODEs and reduce extreme poverty during the pandemic is the United Nations has issued an immediate socio-economic response plan to help the poor and vulnerable people, and has called for dramatically increased international support and political commitment to ensure they have access to essential services and social protection. Governments can help create an enabling environment to generate productive employment and job opportunities for the poor. The private sector has a major role to play in determining whether the growth it creates is inclusive and contributes to poverty reduction. It can promote economic opportunities for the poor. The contribution of science to end poverty has been significant. For example, it has enabled access to safe drinking water and reduced deaths caused by waterborne diseases and improve hygiene to reduce health risks related to unsafe drinking water and lack of sanitation.
To eradicate the extreme poverty, the ODS have maybe like five goals, but I'm going to name four the most important. That is the by the 2030 eradicate extreme poverty for all people everywhere. Currently, measured has people living on less than 1.25 dollars a day. The second one is by the 2030 reduce at least by half the proportion of men, women, and children of all ages living in poverty in its dimension according to national definitions. For the third, it's implement nationally appropriate social protection system and measures for all including floors, and by the 2030 achieve sustainable coverage of the poor and the vulnerable. And fourth, the last one, the most important, is that by 2030 ensure that all men and women, in particular the poor and vulnerable, have equal heights to economic resources as well as access to basic services, ownership, and control over land, forms of property, inherence, natural resources, appropriate new technology, and sustainable services, including microfinances.